Hey guys, Wasn't Egged here. So I want to share this. I recently went through a setback in life, and I really could have chosen two ways. I could have chosen the way of going back and had a drink and said fuck the world, which I was thinking. I was like, fuck this, I haven't got a car, blah blah blah. Or I could have sat with the emotions and then went on the journey that I did. So I chose to spend it at mum's for the first week or two because I was depressed, I was upset, I was really hurt, and I've been craving for drink just about 4 years, so this was the perfect opportunity. If I was going to drink, it was going to be this time, but it's the time where I didn't actually really crave it as much as I do when I normally just crave it on a daily basis. But I chose to go in and do fasting, start fasting. I know for a fact that I couldn't fast while living normal life because, for starters, I don't function with a good brain when there's no food in there. And second, I've got a really bad anger problem, so fasting brings out that anger to extreme. So I knew that if I was going to do anything, this is the perfect... I've been trying to fast a while ago, but I'd always give into it, specifically because... just the world just makes me fucking angry. So so I went on to this fasting journey, and I knew I had a lot of time to myself, so I spent 3 weeks at home and I didn't go out, and then I hit fasting, and I spent a lot of the time meditating and just really sitting with the emotion, working out why I eat, my triggers, habit, this, that, whatever the situation was, and just really mastering it before I can actually go out and then go to the next stage of my fasting, which is trying to function in the world. Now, yesterday I went to the hairdressers and I actually had to eat because I could feel my anxiety kicking in really, really bad, and I needed that food to kind of put my head back into level-headed. But that's how I done it, I could have chosen two ways of my setback, and I chose the most harder way. It was a harder way because it was just full on intense, but I enjoyed it because I knew that it was going to keep me focused, and it was going to keep me from it was going to keep me from going down a bad path. So as a recovering addict, I've seen in my life that you have to have things in your life that saves you from going back to what you use, and this is where my instinct of challenges and this having that escape room, I call it, having that setup when things do happen, that you turn to that and nothing else matters. Experience the feeling, experience a feeling of loss. I experienced a feeling of not being able to go outside because I got social phobia, and now I got to get a cab, now I got to do this now, and I experienced it all, and I got through it as hard as I could and as best as I could, but I also tested my mind, so I was in control of what I choose to do because of what is happening, because I've just gone through this recovery. It's been a struggle, it's been fucking hard, every day is hard, but to have a setback like I did instantly is I don't know how I didn't give in to drink, but I really grabbed that thought and I said, I gotta do something right now because I'm in rock bottom and I'm about to fucking lose everything. So that's when I don't know why and where the thought come from, it's just, I guess, when I have ideas, I write them down, and then I've got a book and I always look at it, and one of the things on there is fasting, and meditation is the biggest thing you can choose to heal from anything you're going through. I've meditated through my anger. I've meditated through my recovery. I was very monkey mind, all that kind of stuff. So I chose to do what I know, which is meditating, but also go on that next level to get my brain into a different mind frame. And it's been the best decision I've made in my whole recovery was to start fasting when I was in the lowness, and I wouldn't have done the fasting if I had to do normal life, if I had to go out and You know, for instance, I had to go and work, or I had to go see family, or whatever else, I wouldn't have made it, because the anger that I have inside, I try and not show it, but I've got a really shitty side, and I can't help myself. So it's also about controlling my anger as well, you know, because I can just, I don't know, I even scare myself of hurting someone or something, you know, because my anger just clicks. You know, for instance, my cat scratched me or something like that, and I grabbed its head and I almost strangled it, because it's you know when you get psychosis, right? It's an instant click where you fucking just make that move, and it's a bad mistake. Well, it's kind of like that, psychosis without the psychosis. So I just grabbed and then I'm like, whoa, and then I stopped and I realized, like, fuck, you know, I had to apologize to him and stuff like that. But it's just, that's not right, you know. I don't have any control of that. So this is why I've done that as well. So anyway, guys, I'm rambling. Have a great day.